12?
Yeah, I think it's better.
Alright guys, are you ready for Web Summit?
Weißt du?
Oh yeah.
Kinda. Are we allowed to bring water?
Probably.
Kind of an important question. I want to talk a lot.
Alright, so it's 7:30 or 8 a.m. right now, and we're leaving for Web Summit for the first day. It's the only day we have the booth there, right?
Yep, the only day. It's going to be quite exhausting. Lots of talks, hopefully lots of people testing out the app, checking out our stuff. Like it's those cool nice no stress balls. Let's see what happens.
It's bigger than the event in Munich, right?
It's way bigger. Like I guess 10 times. Yeah, like 60,000 people. Our booth is really small. It's more like in Vienna if you go to Naschmarkt and you just try to sell olives or something. It's gonna be crazy.
All right. And you're holding a speech again?
Yes, let's see how that one goes. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Is it going to be the same speech than in Munich?
No, this time I wanna do it different. I wasn't too happy. I think yourself you're always a little more critical, so I'm gonna try a little different way this time.
All right, cool.
Front and turn on your left.
Thanks. Alright. And another stop. Might be a while. Clayman was right.
Oh my god.
Get up. Well, get up.
Oh, do you have the app?
Yeah, I think so. We have the email, right?
Yeah, we have this.
Okay, we can download the app.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Aha, we need to download the app.
Yeah, to get the QR code. The QR code is in the app.
You have to?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I check your code again? Yeah, sure. Can I know the email just to be sure, you know?
Ines told us that we should go at the registration and they help us. So I don't know.
So apparently we're having some problems with the registration. They can't find our ID, so we are being chased from one end to another, and it's been taking half an hour already. Everybody's already in there, but apparently they don't let us in. So
2,000 years later.
To the right, down to the left. Up to the right, down, but not in there.
Not through there because you won't be able to pass through the security.
Yeah.
So that would take you more time. So yeah.
Okay. But where is it exactly? Is it at the end of?
So did you pass the arena?
I don't know what the arena is.
The Altice Arena. So it's
oh
like
yeah,
it's the
we
big
came
thing
from
at the
all
end.
the other way.
Yeah, it's back down there, I'm afraid.
Okay.
But it's on the other side.
Window 12, second floor, staircase B, corridor J.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to double check that I'm giving you the right information.
Yeah, little sport in the morning. I don't know.
That's where it is. If you're still stuck, look for someone with this badge.
Yeah, we'll
and tell them that you've been bounced around a lot of times.
Okay. I think
Alright, cool, Adam.
Cool.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good to see you.
See you later, yeah?
See you later.
Hi.
Good to see you. Don't record this.
Oh, she's famous, so please.
No, I'm not.
Okay, we need it for
No,
reviewers.
I'm not.
Wait, what do you?
No.
Oh, media.
Yes, media.
Not here.
I'm gonna go and watch it. I'm not there yet. It's just you. See you later.
Bye. She wrote 8 books, I believe.
Wow.
She is one of the biggest influencers in Hungary.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's all in Hungarian, which makes it tough. It's a limited crowd, but she has, I think, yeah, she sells a lot of copies for only Hungarian. So.
All right, take number 7 to get in.
Let's see. Where's this one?
It's here.
It's here, this one?
Right to the place. Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah, you made it.
We'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some issues getting in.
Good.
Are you in?
Yeah, took 1 hour.
Kind of pain in the ass.
I mean, yesterday we didn't have tickets. Now they sent us to the wrong registration. Then the walk is 20 minutes. Then over there, he didn't get his media. Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes. 70,000.
But I already met Unity. Do you remember them?
Yes, and how are they doing?
Nice guys.
Yeah?
Yeah. They have now a pre-money evaluation of 86 million.
They were at 413.5
Yes.
when we met them.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Why do you guys have beta tags?
Because
Beta means that we are not the smallest startup, but just the medium-sized startup. So there's alpha, beta, and startup.
So I see that you are a coaching app.
Yeah, we have a mindset coaching app. You can check out more. It's similar to Calm, but not really like Calm.
Yeah, because Calm I have. They give me some guided meditation.
Yeah. So this is also like a kind of, it's not really meditation, but it's more like a coaching that goes through visualization. So
they work together on that content, and then he puts together a tape where he talks to you, combines all these elements out of hypnotherapy, coaching, and meditation in a 10-minute time frame. So now you put in that fund, right, 10 minutes before.
How do you feel?
And then you're prepared.
Not interesting.
So this is the idea behind it. Now we developed into different
Everybody's looking for Fedor only.
Yeah, he just got ditched. Somebody wanted to talk to Brian, but he only wanted to talk to Fedor.
Exactly.
Now he's heartbroken. But that's fine.
Exactly.
So because
They help me so much.
which one do you like?
I like sleep work.
Yeah?
When I get stressed,
Everyone says
I
that.
can't sleep, so it helps me so much.
The sun goes down, here with you I'm found. In your love I drown, I wouldn't have it any other way.
The magnitude of having a player
So
like
this is
that
the stage
on
you're
team
talking?
raises the stakes for everybody.
Yes.
So I understand why somebody would pay that greatly.
Somehow,
I don't understand why.
this is the only thing that makes me very nervous.
Really?
And somehow I cannot anticipate that feeling. I did not prepare well.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks bigger than it is, right? There are empty seats around here.
Yeah. You're gonna fill them up, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, I have to stay at the booth. Like,
No, but
I totally watched the vlog about it. Promise.
Yes. Okay. No, I'm looking forward to it. I'll just share experiences and what I personally learned from it, and I think that's going to be interesting.
It's also authentic, right?
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine.
So we're talking about poker in business?
I want to talk about the experiences I made. So through my youth, a little bit background on me, but also how it all started. That a lot of it was coincidence. It wasn't as if I came up with this, okay, this is my plan, and then that's what I did, and that's it. But it's more, this is the situation I got into, and this is what it taught me, and this is what I learned. So that other people maybe now can adjust their plan based on this, because I think I got into a lot of lucky situations, basically, that in retrospect turned out to be good decisions, right? So sometimes you just make good decisions by chance in some way, right? Because you don't see other opportunities, or because the way you grew up, the experience you made before. So I think network is going to be a big part of what I talk about, and I believe that it wasn't that I said, okay, the one thing I have to do is build a network. It was more the way I am and the way I lived my life before and the experiences I made. I felt that I want to connect with people, I want to talk to people, I want to exchange ideas with them, and so sometimes it's just coincidence and not the plan you had. So sharing that experience and sharing what I learned from that might help people now realizing, oh, network and having good people around you is a really important thing. So, yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Let's see.
Hey guys, you're packing up?
we're already packed and we feel kind of like my voice is somehow lost.
I like it.
Again.
So what is the plan now?
The plan? To be honest, we don't really have one right now.
No plan.
There are quite some guided tours around Barro Alto, which is kind of the part where it's about drinking, I guess. Having some fun.
Our strong suit.
That's actually not our biggest strength. Like those events we do, like in the private matter, are not so much about drinking and stuff. So we kind of like we might get lost there somehow, or we figure it out, I guess.
All right, we'll see.
Oh wow.
So Wolfgang just arrived.
Where are you going?
I need beer and food.
Me too.
No.
Well, food, no beer.
Pushy! Let's go.
Yeah.
Pushy. Let's go. We are all hungry.
The other guy, like we had
He's naked in the bed.
Where's another guy?
The other guy is naked in the bed.
Yeah, he is actually naked in the bed.
Oh yeah, crazy.
How did that happen?
It's getting primed.
Should we do something about it?
He's coming in 5
Or
minutes.
should we like just do like
Yeah.
Felix 5 minutes are always
No.
50 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a German version.
It's not. Yeah, the text is German. But it's Pikachu!
So this is how the Prime team spends their nights when they're in Lisbon. Alright, since we're already doing analysis and you're the CFO of the company, traveling to Portugal with 6 people, that must cost a lot of money. So do you think that it's a profitable trip, that whatever you did here actually makes up for all the travel costs, or?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, actually,
short
I think it's gonna be perfect at the end. It's not something that can be calculated like pretty easily, I guess, like with just about like acquisition numbers and stuff. But there are quite some people that we got in contact with, some sort of like bigger ideas for next year, or some possible hardware corporations, just like other stuff that we might be doing next year, which is pretty interesting. And it's basically like getting all this assembled, like having some podcasts, like obviously Fedor being here, having talks, having a little more media around, and yeah, I think this is what it makes it profitable at the end.
So it's basically just like general exposure and shooting all over the place. Like for example, if you get a company with 100 employees and they just like buy a package of Brand Mind or something, then it's obviously worth it in the end.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like also potential B2B partners. Obviously, we had quite some talks today with like different people from like bigger companies, and obviously we do have a B2B partner right now, like the first one, and like what we promoted on social media as well. And this could be like, it's basically a way to start things off, and it's obviously like always interesting for us to talk to potential partners here.
So for the entrepreneurs out there, so B2B means business to business. So with that you mean like if a company has something they want to integrate your app in, for example, then you do like a cooperation to get more.
Yeah, I mean, like the easiest solution for us would just be if an employer actually like sees the opportunity to help his employees by getting his service into the company. So basically, like a lot of companies do have company phones, so they would install Prime Mind in before, like they could buy a package from us, install Prime Mind on the phones, get the subscription set up with us, and then hand out the phones. And yeah, this will obviously only be happening if the employee actually thinks it's this value for him and like for the employees. But since we're doing it like with one partner now, and we're in talks with several potential partners, there's definitely the opportunity to make this like a big part of our B2C, like overall business, basically, like additional to the B2C sector.
Okay, that's cool. That's kind of like shining a little bit of light onto your whole business trip ideas, because like most people just see there's a lot of money involved in going here, bringing a photographer, bringing all these guys and all the merchandise and everything. So, but that explains it a little bit.
I mean, obviously, a lot of things came together, and I believe that one thing by itself wouldn't make it possible. So it was on the one side I'm here to speak, so I could bring a guest. Then we got a decent price for the booth. Then also we were thinking about doing a team trip anyway, and it's good for team building. So I mean, it's nice to just spend some time outside as well and discover a city together. Also, we wanted to rethink some things, do a little boot camp here about specific areas. Right now we can take some time off, put all the other things aside, and sit together and tackle some topics. And then also what Niklas mentioned is that it's just nice to get us out there, see what potential partners we can acquire, whether that's in as customers or also in corporations, and meet new people. And also what we're looking at right now is acquisitions that we can actually get people to try out our app, maybe even subscribe. And I think all these factors combined makes it a good trip.
Well, that's actually pretty interesting. So now we're going out and actually discovering the city?
Yes. Let's get out.
It's kind of it's a 9:15 p.m. spot where it's actually us being kind of exhausted from the day because it was like really intense.
Yeah.
And like a lot of other people are just like hanging out in the city, checking out Bau Alto, doing this kind of like guided tours throughout the city center, and just drinking a lot, I guess, which is kind of not our biggest strength, like I told earlier. And then it's us going in there as well and figuring out the best way we can do it.
Let's see. I think we need food, that's for sure. And
yeah, definitely.
Then we find a nice chilled place and spend some time there.
Cool. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Speaking of likes, today I noticed you hardly said like at all.
I tried.
In the past, like people were commenting that you say like way too often. How did you get rid of the like?
So I started a bet with Mike McDonald because we both realized that we say the word every filler in every sentence when we speak English. And so we donate $100 for every time we say it in a sentence where it doesn't make sense. And then actually, in the beginning, I started to talk quite slow and it was very annoying. But in first day, it was 40 times. And now 2 months, I think, have passed, approximately. And then since then, I said it 60 more times, at least that I can remember. So that really worked out. And now I'm happy because I feel as if I talk way smoother English. And that worked out well.
So it cost you 10 grand to get rid of the likes?
But it was for a good cause, so...
Oh, so you spend the money, you donated?
Yes, we donated the money for charity.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.